Did they actually say that in Aladdin?
Yes.
In this series, we're breaking down subliminal hidden messages in classic Disney movies. We all know and love 1992's Aladdin, but did you ever hear this crazy theory? At one point in the movie, Aladdin says to Jasmine's tiger Raja, "Good, can you just take off the hood?" But is that actually what he says? There are people who think what's actually said is, "Good, can you just take off the hood?"
Alafia! My name is Oshun, and on this channel, we uncover the creepiest, most unusual haunted TikToks on the internet. Do me a favor, please like, comment, and subscribe for your weekly dose of supernatural coming to you every Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursdays. And before we get into this video, I want to let you know my best friend came up with a name for you guys, and I love it. And it's actually kind of something that came from one of the commenters. And so, Soul Tribe, and Tribe is with the Y because the Y is for you, honey. I know it's cheesy, but I love it. I love it. I love it. So y'all my Soul Tribe, honey. We're going to get into it next video.
We don't talk about Bruno, but
I had to pause Bluey because is Chili listening to Pink Floyd? I think she is.
Hey, that's crazy.
Subliminal messages in the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse.
Disney.
The Lion King, filled with subliminal messages. Okay, all throughout the movie, there are pornographic pictures hidden in the movie. Like you'll be watching the movie, and just for a few seconds, something filthy will come on. Like off to the side, there'll be some kind of a, reproductive anatomy will pop up, over here, and then over here. There's this one point where the lion, he kind of goes like this, and a cloud of dust comes up and just spells the word sex. And the word sex is put in the Lion King movie subliminally, literally hundreds of times. Hundreds of times. The shapes on the screen will spell the word. And I've seen it. I mean, I had my friend sit me down at his house and pausing the movie, showing me the word sex popping up on the screen at different times because he knew where they were. And he would show me these things. Another one, and they all are filled with it. Aladdin is another one. In the movie Aladdin, there's a point in the movie where he tells Jasmine to take all her clothes off. But you don't even know it unless you know it's there. You listen to it, and he mumbles it kind of under his breath. One, good, can you just take off the clothes? One, good, can you just take off the clothes? One, good, can you just take off the clothes? And I mean, once you know it's there, you hear it just as clear as day.
What in the hell? Oh my goodness. I've seen some of those things before, but the fellatio shadow in Toy Story is crazy. Did y'all see that? You gotta rewind it and go back if you did not notice. It was a gawk situation. Like on Toy Story, bro. That's crazy to me. Anyway, sheesh. Let me say, I always wanted to be Jasmine in Aladdin. I was like obsessed with that movie. And I might see why now. The Subliminal had me in my bag at fucking a little kid, freaking a little kid. That didn't even sound right. I'm gonna take that whole back. That sounded crazy just now. Anyway, that short clip in the beginning, they are very correct. They are sending all kinds of messages subliminally to babies and kids. I mean, to anybody and everybody, but this is for Disney specifically. So through the babies, to the kids, through their movies, through their shows, the cartoons, the advertisement, the commercials, the music, and the list goes on. It's just all kinds of ways that they are corrupting the brains of little babies, little kids, young adults, and even everyone else above. So it's crazy. The Green City people, I've never seen that show before. I don't have any little kids, so I don't know nothing about it. But did you see what they were doing? It was like a positive type of seance situation because they were saying live, laugh, love, live, laugh, love. But then it turned with the red background was a little evil. I don't understand that. But the fact that they were trying to spread positivity to the people they had tied up, still weird. But the people didn't want to accept the love or the laughing or the living. Like they didn't want to accept the positivity because it was uncomfortable to them. That's crazy. And that's in real life. People accept that people are okay and settle for being miserable and accepting a life that they do not want. And I don't agree with that. I think if you're not happy, you need to do something about it and change your life. You only live once and you only live for yourself. So if you're not happy, get up off your butt, pray, and get some action going. Figure it out for real. Because misery loves company, and you're either going to bring people down with you or you're going to put yourself in a hole that you can't get out of. Just want to throw that in there. But anyway, it is really sad that Mickey Mouse Club, that's for like 2-3-year-olds. Like, why do they need to be thinking about sex? Why do they need to? That's why you be seeing the videos of little kids shaking their butt besides they watching their mamas. But it's subliminally being sent to them. Like, that's crazy to me. And my thing is that the kids don't even know about sex. Like, they don't have no clue what sex is, what the private parts do or anything. So why are y'all trying to brainwash them into wondering and manipulating them into trying to do things they don't have no business doing? They don't even know what it is. Like, come on now. And The Lion King, that's probably why The Lion King did so well. As well as Aladdin and Toy Story and all the rest of these movies, because they subliminally put in nasty stuff in their movies. And it's mind control at the end of the day. So I don't know, bro. It's crazy. And I never ever noticed that devil horn tree and under the Winnie the Pooh. That's crazy too. But next video.
You can't tell me this wasn't intentional.
Guess what?
Allegedly hidden messages in Disney movies, part 2. Okay, so this scene from Aladdin caused so much controversy that an angry mom was quoted in an AP story calling it, quote, a toddler introduction to porn. Here's the part that got everyone so worked up.
Come on, good, can you just take off?
A Disney rep said the actual line being read was,
Come on, good, can you just take off?
Leave a comment and tell me what you hear. Follow to hear more creepy Disney lore.
It's in the sky, it's everywhere. It's in your mind, they planted it to attract beams and run a funny device, and you still don't see it. It's over here, it's over there. They're mocking you. The symbolism is haunting you. You do it too, cause you
anxiety. It was so spot on. To see a colorful depiction of what anxiety does to the mind, wow, it almost had me in tears. You have to check it out.
Allegedly Hidden Messages in Disney Movies, Part 1. The story is that a 4-year-old was watching The Lion King when he noticed something curious in the sky. Here it is again, slowed down. Whether or not this was intentionally put there is debatable, but if you watch The Lion King today on Disney Plus, you will not see this in the sky. They've completely updated the scene to remove any suspicion. Follow if you want to hear more creepy things that allegedly appeared in Disney movies.
That was so very inappropriate. Like, what? Why was he shaving the duck's butt, first of all? And why? The duck was sleeping and then woke up in a very inappropriate way. And I don't like that at all. At all. Anyway, The Little Mermaid having the word nigga like flash on the screen as the first black mermaid is being introduced is diabolical. That's freaking ridiculous and very rude. That was wild. It really showed NIGA as a black person is swimming in the water as the mermaid. Do better, Disney. Do better, Disney. But anyway, what did you hear on the Aladdin? Did you hear take off your clothes? Or did you hear take off and go? I heard take off your clothes, but it could have been take off and go. Very close sounding words. But anyway, the Inside and Out movie, Inside and Out 1 and 2, as well as the Soul movie, very, very, very good movies to watch with your third eye open. Watch those movies, pay attention, take notes. I love both of those, all three of those movies. They're really good, really good. Disney did a good job as far as that goes. But I never knew a 4-year-old was the one who supposedly discovered the word sex from the dust on The Lion King. That, like, I have even more questions now. I have questions for the parents. Because why would a 4-year-old even notice that? Why does a 4-year-old know what the word sex means or how to spell it? Question. But next video.
Number 2, topless truck stop, Cars. There are plenty of hidden jokes for adults in Lightning McQueen's journey to redemption.
He won 3 piston cups. He did what in his cup?
There's also a more subtle innuendo that flashes right by the viewer in McQueen's road trip to California. As he and Mac debate whether or not to stop for the night, they pass a sign for a rest stop with the name Top Down Truck Stop. In a world of anthropomorphic cars, we'd imagine the tops coming down isn't entirely PG. That's a reference most parents would probably prefer not to explain to their impressionable youngsters.
Subliminal messages in kid cartoons.
Shorty got a glockenspiel. Right, but that ain't the crazy part.
This is a private matter. Well, we're here to publicly get my sweet little keyboardist back.
Rock and roll, honey.
I'm here to melt your faces off with my Glock.
She about to melt faces with the Glock. Yo, cartoons is out of pocket.
Esta es la tercera parte de mensajes subliminales en películas de Disney. Si quieres ver las 2 primeras partes para encontrar mensajes como este, no te olvides de darle clic al comentario que está aquí en la descripción. Ahora sí, comencemos. Empezamos fuerte, pues en la película Alicia en el País de las Maravillas, muchas personas aseguran que esto no luce como una cueva. Continuamos con la señal de el cornuto o los cuernos del diablo, pues parece que Disney es muy recurrente en poner esta seña en muchísimos personajes de sus películas. Siguiendo por esa misma línea de que hacen muchas referencias al diablo, también podemos encontrar portadas como esta, personajes que literalmente se llaman Lucifer o incluso su logo ocultando el 666. Déjame saber en los comentarios si tú también piensas que aquí hay unos 6. Terminamos con la portada de la película de Enredados. Muchas personas dicen ver algo aquí, unas letras. ¿Tú puedes verlas? Pues en caso de que necesites ayuda extra, esto es lo que muchísimas personas estaban viendo. No te olvides de dejar tu like y un comentario si te gustaría salir en la cuarta parte de este video.
Just give you an example of how far we have been brainwashed into hating our people. These are the original lyrics of Aladdin from 1990. Let me remind you, this film was the highest grossing film in 1992. $504 million, shown across the world. The lyrics were only changing to this.
Where it's flat and immense and the heat is intense. It's barbaric, but hey, it's home.
When the American Arab Anti-Discrimination Committee complained to Disney. Even when the lyrics have changed, they kept the barbaric. Let me remind you that in 1992, millions of children across the world, children like me, to the cinema and imbue the ideas passed on by that film. And I'm not speaking only about those lyrics, I'm speaking about the grotesque caricatures of Arab people that are the characters that we are not supposed to like. Speaking about the fact that the designers of the film made it into a milkshake of every single culture that is vaguely connected to Islam, from clothing to architecture to geographical setting. And remember, characters without accents good, characters with a Middle Eastern accent bad. This film doesn't appear in a cultural vacuum. It was developed out of an Orientalist fantasy from the 1940s called The Thief of Baghdad. First proposed in 1988, was stalled because Michael Eisner, then the director of Disney, asserted that there was not enough interest in the Middle East for a story to be created. But then the film got greenlit for production, and what changed? The invasion of Kuwait by Saddam Hussein. At that particular time, the United States was still reeling from the fact that they hadn't been able to stop the Iranian Revolution and the hostage crisis that lasted for a year. And they needed to manufacture consent to be able to go into that specific area of the world again. And as the noted public scholar, philosopher, political theorist Edward Said noted, at that particular time, the academic and media establishment in the United States revived what was an already constant ideology that has plagued us since the 19th century, which Said described as Orientalism, the representation of the Middle East, of North Africa, of Muslims across the globe, as one flattened reality.
So, I've been seeing this thing that's been going on TikTok, and I never actually knew which program it was until I actually started randomly watching it, and then I saw it for myself. Now, this was just such a deliberate act to throw this in. It is sickening. Like, come on. Seriously. We love you, Satan. Like, I'll actually pause it on that shit. Like, come on. Do you really, really need to put that in a Christmas episode for kids? Come on, man. Disney, that's lame. And then they tried to recorrect it with this. This is just a joke. Like, that wasn't such a deliberate act. Disney, you never cease to amaze me.
Sorry to tell it to you, but if you know the original story of Santa Claus, they were not lying. They knew exactly what they were doing. I'm going to just leave that there. They knew exactly what they were doing. Holidays, I don't see how those holidays have anything to do with religion, but that's a whole nother story, honey. But the top-down trick or the top-down truck stop is crazy. Top-down truck stop, you know what that means. Whoop. That's exactly what that means. And then not the lady talking about melting faces with her Glock. She said, I'm here to melt y'all faces with my Glock. Like, what? Do y'all know what a Glock is? Pow, 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 pow. That's a Glock. But that was crazy. I thought that was funny, but no, that's not funny because it was for kids. Like, that is crazy. That is horrible. And then Disney just be throwing around schlongs, sixes, sex, titties, everywhere. Like, it's everywhere. Like, fellatio, shadows, like, crazy, crazy, crazy. And I never knew the Aladdin lyrics were so diabolical. Like, that was a very intentional hate speech against Middle Eastern natives, and I don't like it. That's really sad. That's really sad. We're not gonna get into no politics on here, honey. But next video.
Immediately go to not whether or not these things are there, whether or not they're valid. They're clearly there. I want to know why. I haven't done enough research into the animators of these movies. I mean, can you imagine being the guy that animated it and then like, you know, your coworker comes to you later on. It's like, hey, slow that down. Did you see that? Oh God. Like,
Yeah.
well, what's the chance?
Like, or no, like they're there. They're
Did you
like, they're
notice
like, okay, so yeah, the new animator, Timmy, he just spelled out sex in the flower dust.
Yeah.
In
How
the-
long?
What are we
How
going
long?
to do? And then the director's like, how far ahead are we on production? Oh, we're behind 3 weeks. Okay. Yeah.
Print.
Leave that in
Print
there.
it.
Yeah. Let's print.
Yeah. Yeah.
So they've been putting out the fact that they kidnap kids and show them through Disney movies. Well, and who do we have to, No, nothing like that. You see? I'm connecting stupid little boys. Stupid little boys, you know, the disobedient ones, what Pedophilia school. And you see, and I take them to Pleasure Island. Pleasure Island? Pleasure Island? But the law! Suppose they... No, there's no... They never come back as boys. Come on, let's have another. And what's your name? Okay, you go. In you go. You also make a nice voice. All right, next. And what might your name be? Alexander. So you can talk. Yes, sir. Take it back. He can still talk. You boys have had your fun. Now pay for it. Boys? So that's what...
This feels controversial for me. So, I am reluctant to encourage my children to watch the old Disney films because of the subliminal programming that it is putting into their heads. For example, a few weeks ago we watched Sleeping Beauty and I had to explain that Prince Philip kissing Sleeping Beauty whilst she was unconscious was not okay. Yes, that may have been the only way to save everyone, but what kind of messaging is that giving people? So, like, for little boys, it makes them think it's okay for them to do what they want to unconscious women because they'll be really grateful for it when they wake up. Not true. And then for women, it's giving them this idea that a man kissing them is going to make all their problems go away. Also, not true. And this is just the tip of the iceberg. That's just Sleeping Beauty. How many other Disney films are unconscious women being kissed without consent? Creepy. And then there's like all the other stuff that happens as well. Like, don't even get me started on Milan.
Times do people just give you know when kids moan, I want the phone, and they want to watch videos. How many times do you just give them to it and you let
No,
them
but
play?
even when we were kids, you seen the those clips of like Lion King, and it says sex in the clouds for no reason.
Yeah, or they're like, look at Minnie Mouse's hand, it's a penis. Or like, it's like, look, they're showing dicks to kids.
No, but this.
You know how fucking funny that was? Like, Walt Disney is made by the Illuminati.
Lucifer, ven acá. ¡Oh! ¡Lucifer! ¡Suéltalo!
Una selva de mortales espinos será tu tumba. Atravesad los cielos en una nube de oscura perdición. y con mi maldición prestad bien vuestro servicio y sobre el castillo de Estéfano derramad mi maleficio. Ahora tendrás que vértelas conmigo, príncipe, y con todos los poderes de Lucifer.
Soy un brujo, soy de lujo, tengo trucos que enseñar. Yo tengo influencia en el más allá. Influencia en el más allá. Y ustedes obtendrán todas las almas que sus oscuros corazones deseen. Eso les gustaría, ¿verdad?
Yeah, I'm watching Cars, and I can't believe they threw this in here. Look at this. Ah, that's like the car equivalent of showing boobies, bruh.
Is everything until her own life is threatened. Still, it's good that you saved her. If you forget what she's forgotten, that every life is precious, then you'll be no different from her.
I'll never be like this terrorist.
We were not talking about this terrorist.
Children, where did they go? What children?
Certified lover boy, certified pedophile. Wop. That's all I gotta say about that Pinocchio movie. I had to speed it up and like change the audio. Hopefully it will still play and won't get copyrighted. But I don't know if you realized it, but in Kendrick's song, when he got the shipping containers and he's playing hopscotch in his video, it's all about pedophilia. And then Pleasure Island of Pinocchio movie is Epstein Island. Same thing. That's really disturbing, really disgusting. Pinocchio, another great movie that I thought was a great movie anyway, with all kinds of innuendos, talking about selling little boys and kidnapping little boys and turning them, once they leave, they won't be boys anymore. Like, what? That's disgusting and diabolical and creepy. That's horrible. Like, no. Hell to the no. No. And then I never thought about the Snow White thing. Like, that's really crazy. Like, it makes sense, obviously. Like, why would you be kissing somebody who's unconscious? That's not appropriate at all. But for her to break it down the way that she did, and she had to explain it to her children, like, this is not cool. That's real crazy. That's real sad. You shouldn't have to explain a child movie to your child about something that's inappropriate, because it shouldn't be there at all. And then the Spanish speaking clip was wild, to see how evil Disney is. I mean, we know it, but to see it play out in that role, in that clip, as the spirituality world was like very scary. It was showing like possessions, voodoo dolls, mind control, devils and demons in the clouds, and then the thing with the wings, I forget what that's called, but that is symbolic as well. If you know Spanish, let me know in the comments what they were saying. But yeah, I kept it in there because it made sense. It was self-explanatory. Even if you don't understand Spanish, you could tell what she was trying to point out, or what that person was trying to point out. And clearly, once again, the Cars movie, somebody got an obsession with titties. They really just showed two little twins flashing the famous person that was a car on stage. Like, it's not funny, y'all, but it's funny. Like, it's crazy. I can laugh because I'm an adult. I can laugh now. But just knowing that my childhood will never be the same. I mean, I was grown when Cars came out, but still, my childhood will never be the same. If y'all haven't noticed, I love to talk. And so we're going to turn this into like a podcast reaction style. Let me know how you feel about it. But I like to talk, so I'm going to be talking. Next video.
Los mensajes subliminales están en todas partes y sin duda las películas no se quedan atrás. Y la que ahora vamos a abordar para conocer sus mensajes es no más ni menos que Frozen, la película más exitosa que la compañía Disney ha tenido. Ahora, en un foro se abordó un tema muy interesante, el cual nos decía que el personaje más oscuro de la película era Elsa. Y desde entonces se han ocupado los mensajes subliminales que apuntan a que puede ser cierto esto. Este mensaje subliminal es algo que en sí el ojo humano no puede ver, pero con la tecnología que ahora tenemos, sí podemos. Se ve muy claro, mientras Elsa está a punto de terminar la canción de Libre Soy. Mientras esta se da la vuelta, aquí se puede encontrar un fotograma con una mirada muy maléfica. Pues mírala para que te des cuenta. Religioso, la mano cornuda es el signo de reconocimiento entre aquellos que están dentro del oculto, y en Frozen a Elsa se la ha visto hacer este signo en numeradas ocasiones. Que se ve esto en una película de Disney, también ocurre en La Bella y la Bestia, y quién sabe, en muchas más películas de esta empresa. En todas las canciones de Frozen hay mensajes subliminales, pero hay una en particular que habla de la relación entre el mal y Elsa, y esa es Libre Soy, así que escuchémosla ahora. No saben, Bill es un diminutivo de evil, que es maldad o malo. Es decir, lo que quiere darnos a entender Elsa es ser mala. La verdad es que si te fijas bien encontrarás muchos mensajes subliminales de todo tipo. Y quizás el pensamiento de que Elsa es el personaje más oscuro de Frozen bien podría ser.
In the movie Aladdin, there's a part in the movie where the guy, what's his name, Aladdin? There's a point in the movie where he tells Jasmine to take all her clothes off, but you don't even know it unless you know it's there. You listen to it, and he mumbles it kind of under his breath.
Leave me alone.
So how's our little bow doing? Come on, good. Can you just take off the... So how's our little bow doing? Come on, good. Can you just take off the... Come on, good. Can you just take off the... Come on, good. Can you just take off the...
And I mean, once you know it's there, you hear it just as clear as day. But you didn't know that it was there, you wouldn't hear it. And The Little Mermaid has a filthy picture drawn in the cover on the front of The Little Mermaid. And nobody would realize it until somebody shows you. It says, look at this. And you look at it, whoa! And all throughout the movie, there are scenes, I'm not even going to describe some of the scenes in The Little Mermaid, where subliminal messages are coming on the screen. The other movie, Beauty and the Beast, there, a nude woman pops up a few times in the background of Beauty and the Beast, filled with subliminal messages. Your kids are watching it, and their mind is maybe not even seeing it, but it's going into their subconscious. Words flashing on the screen over and over. sex, nudity, filth, just all the smut is just coming on the screen. Oh, those movies are harmless. They're filled with subliminal messages. Who knows what your kids are being programmed? Oh, but you know what? I'm sure that it's only just the Disney movies. I'll guarantee you it's the rest of Hollywood probably doing the same thing. And these Disney movies, at first when I was a teenager and somebody showed me this, I thought it was just a couple movies, a couple scenes. But as time has gone on, I've realized that virtually every Disney movie is packed with hundreds of subliminal messages to program the minds of your children. Okay, but then forget the subliminal message. Just the message of the Disney movies is perverted. Even if you just forget the subliminal message. I mean, forget what movies did we bring up? The Little Mermaid. A half animal, half human being. And that's perverted in and of itself. All throughout the Bible, every false god is a half animal, half human being. They're constantly merging of animals and human beings. It's paganism. It's wicked. And yet every Disney movie is pretty much based on the merging of a human being with an animal. It's described in the Bible. And the movie The Little Mermaid, she's topless the whole time, right? She's just wearing like a bikini top. How is that? Is that how you want your daughter to dress?
I don't agree with them showing a picture of Kemet and saying what he said, but I do agree with everything else because it's disgusting. Disney is freaking horrible, and everybody needs to be punished at this point. The mind control, the subliminal messages, the messing with children's subconscious minds, all of that should be like prison sentence. If you ask me, they need to go to jail for stuff like that because it's not cool at all. And as far as the Spanish movies, Spanish clips, if you click on the English or if you click on your subtitles in YouTube, it should show you what they are saying in English, just so that you know that. But was that Donald Duck with a heart on in the bed trying to push it down? What the hell? I've never seen that before either. Like, this is so crazy to me. But they putting the hand signs in everything, like anything and everything they are putting, the hand sign in there, and it's very evil. There is original meaning to the hand signs, but that's a whole nother video. But Hollywood takes everything good and corrupts it and makes it very evil. I'm gonna say that. But Kemet is not evil. Okay. But anyway, I do apologize for the jump scare. Did I get you? But anyways, you made it to the end of the video. Woo! I'm so happy you are here with me as usual. I appreciate your time. I do not take it for granted at all. I do want you to know I have unlocked memberships. So if you're open and interested to learning more about me, you can purchase one of the memberships. The highest paid membership will get you access to my old YouTube videos from 2021, 2022. It'll just get you to know a little bit more about me. At that time, I was doing vlogs, but nobody's going to watch a vlog if they don't know you. So if you're open and interested, please get a membership. But like I said, thank you for being here with me. I appreciate you being here with me. The memberships do come with exclusive content. Like I said, you'll get priority replies to your comments, live chat access, live stream access. When I start doing that, you will be able to contact me directly through social media, and I will respond as long as you show me proof of your membership. Once we do merch, we'll have discount on merch and so much more, honey. But this is only the beginning of something really big. I can't even imagine, Phantom, what may come of this. I'm just happy I believed in myself and started it. If there's something that you want to do and you're scared to do it, please just do it. Jump in, go all in. Even if you don't have everything necessary that you feel you need to be successful, if you have bare minimum, get started. I'm trying to tell you, get started, because I already know this is going to change my life, and I'm so grateful. But here we go, rambling again. Podcast me, please. I actually did have a podcast, but that's a whole nother story. But you made it to the end. Thank you for being here. My soul tribe. And tribe is with a Y. Why? Because it's for you. I love y'all. Thank you. Deuces.